Hey everybody, Alex Kazora, SteelersDepot.com, back with some Pittsburgh Steelers tape breakdown and analysis. We've been talking about this idea since way back in February, just shortly after Matt Canada was promoted from quarterbacks coach to offensive coordinator of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Would this be the year of the pistol for the Pittsburgh Steelers offense? Truthfully, it really hasn't been. It's been shown a little bit, dating back since training camp and about used about 3% of the time this season prior to the Ravens game on Sunday, and it wasn't until the fourth quarter. But the fourth quarter, Pittsburgh ran 8 plays from pistol. 6 of those were successful. And I want to give you some stats here. Pittsburgh threw the ball twice at a pistol in the fourth quarter. One of those was completed. That was Deontay Johnson's 29-yard touchdown pass. We'll look at that in a second. Pittsburgh ran the ball 6 times at a pistol for an average of 7.2 yards per carry. 6 carries for 43 yards. 5 of those 6 runs were successful. So pistol was a big weapon in the fourth quarter to mount the comeback. Let's look at the tape and see pistol in action. And we'll look at these chronologically. The first pistol play was an incompletion. It was an offsides play the refs missed by Baltimore. But the first completion here was Deontay Johnson's 29-yard touchdown pass. You've probably seen this play a couple times, so we won't spend a lot of time on it. But a couple components here. Really good route concept here. I thought Matt Canada called a really strong second half after kind of a poor game plan in my estimation the first step. But a switch release here is kind of a scissors concept here as Johnson and McLeod trade routes here. Johnson becoming new number two, McLeod becoming new number one. The Ravens don't pass it off well at all, and Johnson gets wide open. But what I like about pistol and the overall thought behind it was that middle ground between under center, which was Canada's offense, and shotgun, which was Ben's kind of thing. And so pistol allows, for example, play action, and you see that here on this play from Ben. You get play action, you get some of these defenders sucked up a little bit. Ben with a pump fake in the flat, and Johnson's wide open, middle of the field. I don't know if play action was the number one reason why the middle of the field was wide open. In fact, I know it was not. It was because of the miscommunication by the Ravens cornerbacks, but it certainly helps. And so I think you just kind of get that play action look here where Ben doesn't have to be as mobile trying to get away from center. He gets to still keep vision and never turn his back to the defense. And I just think overall, really good route concept here by Canada. But you see the play action component of pistol and how effective it can be. The other reason why I like pistol instead of shotgun is because you get that downhill run action in the run game, as opposed to a sidecar in shotgun, where there's not quite as much momentum downhill for the running back. There's kind of a horizontal step initially to get to the mesh point and carry the football, and then you get downhill. I like that immediately on the snap of the football, the back's getting downhill, and you see that here from Najee Harris getting downhill. There's just some more, I think, momentum. There's a little more burst, and so when he makes his cut here, as he sees Patrick Queen fill this gap, there's a little bit just more momentum and speed that he has to make that cut, as opposed to kind of just getting the football and then trying to make a lateral cut without a whole lot of momentum on his side. And a good finish here from Najee. He's such a tough guy to tackle and picks up 8 yards out of it. So that's all on him. But just the downhill run action component is something I prefer at a pistol as opposed to shotgun. Similar idea for the rest of the plays we'll watch in this video. Again, downhill run action. Ravens on a run blitz here. Patrick Queen trying to shoot the A gap, and certainly blocking is a component. Doesn't matter what formation you're in, under center, shotgun, pistol. If you can't block it up well, everything else is kind of moot. So a good job here, I thought, in the fourth quarter by John LeGlue and Dan Moore, the left tackle, for kind of creating some of those creases. But again, overall, that idea of just getting downhill, letting Harris have a full head of steam. You have a 225-pound, plus running back, and you want him to be downhill with speed, with momentum, and I think you get a better element of that at a pistol than you do again out of the gun. And you saw some of the same with Benny Snell. Snell had 2 carries for 13 yards, and we'll look at both of them. Both of them came out of pistol here, and you get the insert block here from Pat Frymouth, who's going to go into the A gap, so kind of becomes a lead play for Snell, following behind Frymouth. Now Frymouth's block here on Queen, not that great. Again, Frymouth needs to get stronger as an inline blocker in kind of these situations, but again, you're getting that downhill action. Snell, a more powerful, a bigger guy, and you want him kind of with some speed going forward to fall forward and pick up 5 yards. Last one we'll look at, Snell's 8-yard carry. And again, good blocking up front, really good blocking by Dan Moore Jr. and John LeGlue. Good finish there from both of those guys. But you're seeing Snell get downhill, and he has to really get skinny and squeeze through that hole. And I think if he's sidecar in a traditional shotgun play, he's not going to have the speed and the momentum to kind of squeeze through that hole in time. So again, it's that downhill run action component. It's pretty basic stuff. Again, blocking's important. Great job here by Moore and LeGlue. I mean, Moore coming down here on the down block to help LeGlue, and then work to Queen, and then bury him I thought Moore played really well in this game, pass pro and in the run game. He was amped up. And again, when you get a good run game going, these big men, they get happy, they get excited, they're feeling it a little bit. And again, Pistol was a really key component in the fourth quarter. 8 plays, all in the fourth quarter. 6 of those were successful. 5 of the 6 runs were successful. You get a 29-yard touchdown to Deontay Johnson. If I'm Matt Canada, I see the success of that. I see my ideals about play action, about wanting to get downhill to improve this run game, but also knowing that Ben is not at his best under center. He's not done that for quite some time. He's not as mobile. He doesn't like being under center that often. And so I think Pistol is that good, compromise. And we've been talking about this all off season, to get play action, to get some of the boot action that Canada likes to run with that downhill run game and putting Ben away from center. So that's a really good happy medium. I want to see it happen more going forward, starting with Thursday's game against Minnesota. I would hope and expect to see it, but we'll see what happens. And so just wanted to highlight that for the offense to use a pistol and why I think it really makes sense and is a good fit for this offense. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you guys watching this video. If you could like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.